Hi, good afternoon. Today is 13th of Feb. It's a Saturday, 2021. And today we're going to be harvesting the sweet corn that we had started pretty much about 10 to 12 weeks ago. As usual, I've been looking at posts that have been that people are doing on social media. A lot of people have come out with really healthy corn, and some of them their corn came out really tiny. As you can see, if my cameraman can give you the complete look of the planting convention, the way we have done the plantation is right next to the fence. So what happened is, it's in a straight line, as you can see. The difference between each plant is normally what? 1.5 feet, nothing more than that. So during the windy spell that we had in Canterbury, a lot of people, they complained that the corn plants and the tomato plants, the garden was ruined. Voila, check this out. So because of the fact that they were right next to the fence, it gave me a tactical advantage that they did zoom around. They were like quite loopy during the wind, but they eventually survived the windy spell. It has been a windy spell for the last good 10, 12 days maybe. That's why the videos that we've been doing, you hear wind more than my voice. So we've been trying to work on that. Let's crack on with doing the first harvest of the corn. So this is the first plant that we had done. So the sign that your corn is ready is that this blondish corn here that is hanging out of the corn, it goes brown and it eventually withers away. So if I open up the corn and show you, I think it was ready. So there we go. My suspicion was right. As you can see, there was another fruit that we had harvested yesterday. So this is how the corn is turning out to be this year. If you ask me, it's quite healthy. This one is naturally the first harvest that I did yesterday, just to check that if it would be feasible for us to show you what kind of harvest probably would be doing tomorrow. So this one has not grown as much as this. I think I've harvested this a little too early, but nonetheless, 2 corns, and we've got about 35 plants. So average on each plant, we have got 2 to 3 cobs. So that is our first harvest. So this is pretty much it. I'm really loving the quality of the corn, and above everything, it's homegrown. So it's looking really good. We will be doing a few more videos later today. The sun is out, as you can see, so the tomatoes have been ripening up really nice. We'll try and do an overall update on what kind of ripening we are getting on the tomatoes, but the sun is doing us really good. So here we go. Corn is done. A few people ask me, how do you go about consuming the corn? So there are multiple ways. The tradition that we are accustomed to is we fill a wok with salt. We take the corn off the cob, nice and fresh, and we put the wok on the stove. When the salt heats up really well, we throw all the corn in, and then you take a tong and you mix it really nice and well in the salt, in the steaming salt. And that frying in the salt takes about what? Depending on the temperature of the salt, it takes about good 3 to 5 minutes, and it's ready. And the quality of that corn, when it's done that way, it's quite crunchy yet gooey on the inside. The other one is, I will take all the corn off the cob, right, put a stove, fill it with water, let it steam. As soon as it's boiling, we'll put the corn in. We'll boil it really nice, and we'll keep it boiling until the corn goes really nice and tender. Once it's done, we drain the water, And then with the corn, what we do is we add lots of lemon or lime, fresh lemon or lime juice on top of it. We go with red chili powder, salt. These are the two things that we, from the spice perspective, red chili powder and salt. You can use the mild chili powder if you cannot handle the heat. If you can handle the heat, you can go with all guns blazing, the spiciest red chili powder. So it's generous depending on what kind of heat you can handle. So boiled corn with lots of lemon juice or lime juice with red chili powder and a bit of salt on it. You can eat it all by itself. For me, it's an afternoon snack. Third way is just to put it on the barbecue the way it is, right, and keep toasting it on the barbecue. When you finish, take a lime, cut it, give it a nice and really good shake on the corn, and then again red chili powder and salt, and you can consume that. That's absolutely beautiful. So that's pretty much it about from harvesting corn episode. I haven't been able to show you the progress of the plants, but as you can see, I mean, a lot of people said that their plants have not grown, but these have grown well beyond 6 foot, and the fruit that they're bearing is really good. Remember, when you're planting corn, a lot of people were saying that don't plant them in one row. I've planted them in straight line. It doesn't matter. It's the location of the plants that matters. They get partial sun, right, and the pollination has worked just fine. There was a lot of wind, so I will not say the pollination has worked. Here's the proof how good the pollination has worked. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, feel free to pop them in the comments below. Would be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. And before we leave, in the upcoming videos, we will be starting seeding for the winter veggies. Parsnips, baby carrots, purple haze carrots, red onion, beetroot, turnips. So a lot of stuff coming even in the winter. So that's pretty much it from our side. We're going to sign out now. Thank you and have a lovely day to you all. Goodbye.